Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boo. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boo. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the...
He was barely 22, but carrying the weight of his father's demons. Teofimo Sr. was a teenage drug dealer back in the 80s. He was 14 when his father died of a heart attack, 17 when his mother took her life.
I wanted to kill the whole world. I did a lot of bad things. I never killed nobody, thank God. That anger, that rage that I still have inside of me is never gonna leave me.
Under all that rage, though, was a sense of shame. Failure he'd redeemed through his youngest child, his only son, the boxing prodigy he'd steered to a title.
Could anyone else have made him the fighter he is today?
No.
Nobody?
Never. No. We have a mutual thing, like something is connected to us. In the other sense, like when he's fighting in there, I feel like I'm the one fighting in there with him.
I see him with a belt with 15 fights, you know, and then I see him taking all the belts with 16 fights when we beat the out of Lomachenko.
Yeah, he talks this and I back him up.
But the anxiety remained. Cynthia urged him to get help.
I kept pushing him to see like a therapist, to like, that he's not alone.
Anybody that does therapy ain't good. Mentally, just, you kind of like, you saw where you screwed up, you know? But I was just like, yeah, I'm screwed up. I'll go.
It's easy just to like ignore him. But when you actually have to like acknowledge them and acknowledge the pain, that's the hard part.
I'm still trying to figure out myself through all of this, you know? So, still finding myself, you know? And I think that's with everything in life. You just try to find and get to know yourself better. It ain't about boxing. That stress, that pressure, winning that belt, it ain't even about, I know I'm a champion. I'm gonna be real with you. I already know I'm a champion. I don't need a belt to tell me I'm a champion. I'm a world champion as a husband. I'm a world champion as a son. I'm a world champion as a brother. I'm a world champion in life, man.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Happy Friday. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Like the video, share the video, stalk me, whatever it is you niggas do. Feel free to do it. I encourage it at this point. More for me. I just wanted to remind y'all of who this dude is and what he said, because I got questions about this buffoon. Let's do this roll call. Shower, salute, Queen. How are you? Eric H. Stormy B-Man in the building. Tay, good morning. 704 Joe, Sam Mack, MXC, Big Block, Derek Gaines, the legend. Salute. Nada, early in that super chat. Salute. He said, salute, Drew. And salute to the mighty LDBC. Salute to you, Nada. Much love and appreciation. Daryl Anderson, what's going on? Mr. Shelton, what's going on, good brother? Paper Route, what's good? JDM. Caesar T. Matt T. TMG, salute. Sid Mark, where you been? What's going on? The Village Brother, what's going on, man? Son of Tank, what's good? Oh, so good. So good. Let's talk about these clowns this morning. Not the ones behind Teofimo in the picture. It's Teo, the clown. He's a clown. Somebody sent me a look, I don't know what these other cats do on their channels until someone sends it to me. And someone, my Xavier, to be specific, my brother Xavier sent me this thing on the DM. He said, man, do you hear this crap? And blue collar guy, salute. So it was a Speed Demon, what's good? Good morning. It was a clip of it was Ellie Suckback, Marcus Wall, salute. It was him. And again, I unsubscribed from him, I unfollowed him and all that crap. But Xavier sent it to me. He says, yo, just listen to what he says. So I guess he's playing a video of Teofimo hitting pads or whatever. And I'm just listening to what this dude is saying. I'm like, yo, this cat is really selling wolf tickets at this point. Yo, the hatred that he has for certain fighters, or one fighter in particular, by the name of Devin Haney, and the unconditional love he has for these weirdos is uncanny. It's uncanny, man. It's uncanny. I said, man, what the hell's wrong with this dude? What the hell's wrong with him? Just to remind you of what type of person he is and how, you know, somebody will be telling you the truth if you just listen. All you gotta do is listen. All you gotta do is listen. You remember when the sparring footage was spoken about between Devin and that little monkey? You remember that? And the facts were, there was a spar. Remember the story, how we heard it? The story was they sparred. It was a hard sparring. Bill put money up. And I guess he bet whoever in the gym. Remember the story? And Bill won, I think it was $5,000. That's what the story was. And I said, okay, well, I guess Devin won. That was it. But it's sparring. Okay, Queen, salute, Queen. So I said, okay, I guess it's sparring. Oh, well, whatever. Then, you know, the whole, well, he didn't win, and then Adrian Bruno got his dumb ass involved, and I'm like, whoa. Devin won because Bill got paid. Y'all remember this? And I said, wait. So then there was like, all right, well, we know somebody has the footage, release the footage. That's the only way. So one of the people that was there was Ellie Suckback. That's one of the people that was there. So when he was asked, Ellie, just release the footage. It's your footage from your camera. Release it. Do y'all remember what his response was? I'm not releasing the footage because of my loyalty to Tank. You remember that? I said, wait, whoa. If Devin got his ass beat that day, because you gotta remember, that was years ago, right? And now, fast forward to Devin, who he is now, and the fact that he don't like Devin. If Devin got mollywopped that day, he'd have put the footage out 8 ways to Sunday, forwards, backwards, reverse, slow motion. But when they went to him and said, you was there, bro. You was there. Release the footage. He says, I'm not releasing it because of my loyalty to Tank. That's what he said. And I said, well, there's your answer right there. Tank lost. And then y'all know what happened. Edited version came out, and, you know, but then when Tank falls out with Floyd, then the footage comes out. Y'all remember this? I'm not lying. That's what happened. What I'm saying is check the fruit on the mother effing tree. Check the fruit on the tree. So when I'm looking at this clip, Gerald, salute. Gerard, Harlem in the building, salute. Dante in that super chat, salute. He says, what's good, my brother, LDBC for life, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. Perfect Black, salute. Yo, that's who he is. So when I hear him narrating this Teofimo Lopez clip and the things that he was saying, bro, they at this point, for you to be bigging up Teofimo Lopez, because he's done minimum. Teofimo Lopez says he could have done so much more if he didn't believe that he's the rock star that he's not. And the route that he could have chosen is very easy. But unfortunately, due to him being a racist, and he knows the limitations of his in-ring performance, there's things that he did not do. And there's things that he's not doing right now. So that dude, Ellie, what he needs to do is stop talking about guys like Devin Haney that's really doing things. Why are you giving a detailed position and leaving out the things that this guy has said? Because I promise you, if Teofimo went in on Jewish people, how he's gone in on black people, Ellie wouldn't be saying that. The reality is, no one should even be covering this dude in a positive light. But because the media, they'll mention it and then just go ahead about their daily way. Now I gotta sit there and remind you of who this fucking kid is. Because the big channels, the giant channels, they don't want to do that. Now I gotta get here and do this and remind you, this kid is a dick. This kid has mental issues. This kid has ducked fights. The guy that Ellie hates, he's ducked again at 140. He got up and walked away from negotiations with Devin Haney. Why is that not news? If Devin had did that, y'all be talking about it right now. Ellie would be talking about it right now. And I know he knows he walked away from that. The reality is, the haters don't want to see this kid succeed. I'm talking about Devin. All he's done is put himself in a position to win. The only way you put yourself in a position to win is to fight your contemporaries, or at least try to fight them. Guys like Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, they understand the media. Which is why he could say what he says with minimum backlash. Minimum. There is backlash, but it's from us. And we always complain about racism, right? All right, well, stop being racist. Y'all know what he said about black fighters. Y'all know what he said about Top Rank. You can have the black fighters. Y'all know that. Whichever monkey wants the banana. Bud pressed them over that. Tank said nothing. Then y'all want to ask me, yo, what's my problem with Tank? You got about an hour? This dude is a clown. This dude is an absolute clown. This is one of the best memes I've ever done, by the way. It looks like he's actually with those dudes. Somebody should have slapped him in the face and ripped that damn Ali shirt off of his fucking body. Punk. Keyshawn Davis straight up pressed you. Keyshawn Davis straight up slapped your father around a gym. What was you doing when they jumped on your father? What was you doing? Punk, what was you doing? So for Xavier to send me the video and listening to Ellie, I got like enraged, like, yo, the hell? What is this? Devin's out in the world trying to get stuff done. What did Tio do? Duck Devin, lose to Kambosos? I don't care if he's beefing him right now. You know what? I hope the Kambosos rematch does happen. I want Kambosos to fight. I want Tio to go to Australia and fight him. Kambosos is the A side in that situation. Now what? This dude is a clown. An absolute clown. Run it back with Sandor Martin. Why didn't Tank at least tell Tio to do that? Yo, since you want to talk crazy, why don't you run it back with Sandor Martin, Baltimore? Since Shakur got to run it back with Edwin De Los Santos, tell him to run it back with Sandor Martin. Your sister is getting banged out by some Ben Wallace looking dude, from what I heard. Your ex-wife is getting throat poked and she love it by a dude that look like Shaq. And you're mad. And you're mad. You're mad at Top Rank. The WBO and the WBC rolled out the red carpet for you. All you had to do was win. You beat Loma. We gave you credit for that. You picked up 3 belts. You got credit for that. You ducked Devin. You fought Kambosos. You lost. That was your fault. You trying to position yourself. Let me tell you the domino effect. Let me tell you the domino effect of this idiot. Y'all remember when he was running around, him and his stupid ass father talking about we got J-Lo? Y'all remember that? We got J-Lo. We going to Trilla. Remember when he left Top Rank and was talking crazy? I'm like, yo, man, you disobeying the Bob father. He's going to get you. Y'all remember that? Well, he put together an event. He was supposed to fight. The Kambosos fight was postponed like 1,000,000 times. He was supposed to fight him on Trilla, and they had a performance by J-Lo, and that was all set up. And he pulled out due to an injury or something. Y'all remember this? I'm like, well, damn, what's wrong now? George Kambosos was like, well, what's wrong? I want to, time to kangaroo down sport. I want to whoop this dude's ass. All right, well, fine. Another postponement. You know what the domino effect of that was? And I ain't talking bad about the brother. I'm just pointing out something that happened because he admitted to it. And I did a video about it. The co-main event of the Teofimo Lopez George Kambosos fight on Trilla was Charles Conwell. Y'all remember that? Charles Conwell? Do you know? Yeah, he caught the COVID. There's my brother Corey, new fat boy in the building. Salute, good brother. Do y'all remember Charles Conwell was supposed to be the co-main event? Let me tell you how messed up that was. And this is Charles' fault. This is Charles' fault. He admitted it. He admitted it. Charles Conwell was supposed to headline a main event. His own card. I forget the location. And when he got word that he could be on the undercard, the co-main event to Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos, his team said, forget your main event. You can make more money on the Teofimo Lopez undercard. and get more exposure. And Triller was this new thing, and you know, just go over there and get a better bag. So what Charles Conwell did was he, unfortunately, and I'm not lying on him. Just listen, Speed Demon, I'm explaining it. I'm not lying on Charles because he admitted it. He admitted it. And he was listening to people that was in charge of his career. And what happened was he faked a hand injury. Hand injuries are the most difficult to prove. He faked a hand injury. And what's bad is he was headlining his event. And like I told y'all before, when you thrash an entire event, not only do you not get paid, but everybody that was gonna be on that card was, I think he had a relative that was on that event, that card that he was on. Nobody gets paid. The fighters don't get paid. The people who scan the tickets at the door don't get paid. The vendors don't get paid. No one gets paid. So he faked a hand injury to fight Dirt Gang Salute, to fight on the to be the co-main event on the Teofimo Lopez Kambosos undercard, right? And what happens with Teofimo? He caught the COVID, so there was no J-Lo, there was no Kambosos and Lopez. So Kambosos was all pissed off, and there was no event. And Charles Conwell basically yanked the carpet from underneath his own feet. So he had no main event, and he wasn't even fighting on the Lopez undercard. So Conwell, you know, effed off his undercard, and Teofimo effed off Charles Conwell by claiming he had COVID. Because at the same time, he was posturing for money. Money. I need more money. I'm worth more. Oh, yeah? And then he got in there with George Kambosos and laid an absolute egg. Got dropped in the first round, got cut up. George ran into some problems around 10, but he persevered and he won. And instead of Teofimo, you know, running it back immediately, he's doing backflips in the arena. Everyone done went home. He's backflipping in the arena, crying and shit. He thinks he's a rock star. Subpar performances against Sandor Martin. It's ridiculous. Devin Haney was there the whole time. How you mad at Top Rank when the WBO, Top Rank, and the WBC was in cahoots with you? Drew, what are you talking about? Well, you know, I play this often. I'll play it for you again. Listen carefully. This is Teofimo Lopez back in 2018.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, you know, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
Yeah, he wasn't a world champion at 135. Then Devin ended up being undisputed at 135. He did it right in your face. He did it in everybody's face. And he wanted all the smoke from everybody around him. And the only reason why I'm doing this live like this morning is because my brother Xavier sent me that video, and I'm just listening to this dude, and I'm like, yo. And some people listen to this guy, and it's like ridiculous. So, and see, look, man. I already told you I unsubscribed from that guy. I was subscribed to him for years. But then he started acting a little like strange. I'm not subscribed to him, so I don't know what his take on Teofimo's racist outbursts. The type of time I'm on, is simple. Once you cross that line and you stand on your square, you're the enemy. And anybody that rocks with a person that talks like that behaves in that fashion when it's from the heart, don't tell me that I'm just, he got up there with Cameron and Mace talking about, yo, I'm just making a fight. No, you're not, dude. Once you cross that line, bro, once you cross that line, there's no coming back from that. Eli Sekbak, who's from Israel, he shouldn't even be covering this guy, man. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, bro. As much as that community has gone through, they understand racism. They understand it. So for Eli Sekbak to be behaving in this fashion is it's disgusting. Don't even cover this dude. He attacks Devin. He did it in that goddamn video, man. And I listened to it like, yo, whoa. Wait a goddamn minute. So I can't tell you after Ryan. Listen, when Ryan was caught cheating, he was talking to. I was really watching this video for Robert Garcia. Robert kept it a buck. He says, man, when he kept it a buck when they talked about cheating, he kept it a buck about Canelo. And so he did about Canelo with clenbuterol. And he said he ate some bad meat in Mexico. He said they all say that. He was talking about all Mexican fighters when they pop and they say, oh, I was the meat in Mexico. He said they all say that. They're full of crap. Ron Rico, salute. If I missed you in the chat, know that I love y'all. Slick Tom, I see you. He's like, they all say that. They all say that. So when they talked to him about Ryan, he says, nah, man, he said, man, it's not supposed. Ellie was talking to him, and he said, but Ellie, it's not supposed to be in there at all. I don't care how much, and then it goes from, okay, it's there, but it was only a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit that they caught. It's not supposed to be there. Shower, you have a CDL. I'm a CDL driver. At any point, if I go pee and I piss hot, they say we found a trace of cocaine in there. It was only 1 billionth of a gram. Nigga, it's not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be there. And Ellie's response was, King Corleone, my brother, salute. Ellie's response was, I don't think he did it. He's a good kid. He's a good kid? That's why you don't think he did it? He's a good kid? That's your defense? Think about that, y'all. Think about the courtesy he's giving guys like Ryan. Think about the courtesy he's giving Teofimo Lopez. And then listen to how he talks about guys like Devin. And then he says he has a loyalty to Tank when they were talking about release the footage. He could have squashed that Tank shit in 2 seconds by releasing the footage. If you're unbiased, Darius, what up? If you're unbiased, you just cop it, what up? And you just want the truth out so we can just move forward. But he told us, due to my loyalty to Tank. Loyalty. Hold on. Due to his unconditional loyalty to Tank, he won't send it out. So let's run it. Let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. Ryan's a racist. I can't tell you what he said since the outburst. So I can't tell you. Did he say it was wrong? I don't know what happened because I'm not over there. But I did hear him say, tell Robert Garcia, I don't think he did. I don't think he cheated because he's a good kid. I did hear him say that. So after it came forth that he cheated, was he one of those saying, well, that's unfortunate? Or was he saying, well, it was only 1 billionth of a gram? So now Teofimo Lopez, he's still covering him like this kid's not an asshole. Like he didn't just duck Devin at 140 just now. He just did it. And I'm listening to that clip and I'm like, yo, why is he still on Devin's bumper? Devin ain't do shit but try and fight this guy. Oh, well, this Devin Haney, I'll get to him in a minute. I'm like, oh my God. But then you have unconditional loyalty to Tank. That monkey hates himself. And he ain't done shit for his people at all. So when I tell y'all need to watch who y'all listen to. What is Ellie supporting? What is he supporting? Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Tank Davis. Think about that. Think about that. And now some words from our sponsors. Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Wake up. Y'all need to really monitor where you get your information from. There's something called check the fruit on the tree. Y'all know what that means? Check the fruit on the tree. Yeah, this person is saying all of this. But who is this person saying all of this? Who is this person? Yeah, you're giving me this information, but who is this person? Who is this person? Ellie Seckback? Well, and I put focus on those bigger channels. These little dudes I don't care about. But some of these guys, when I first got on YouTube, I was looking for boxing content. And you tend to go towards the bigger channels to see what they're talking. And I used to follow him. But then I started to notice certain things. So when you have a bigger channel, you have a responsibility. We all do. But when you're a bigger channel, you have a responsibility, man. Because you have access to a lot of things that we don't. And a lot of us depend on you. We do. And I've noticed with Ellie, this is what he does. And it's disgusting. To have a negative opinion about Devin outside of him whooping on your favorite fighter's ass, then just say that. I don't like Devin because he's a threat to my guy. Say that so we can move forward. But at the same time, push the fight. Don't say that and then say, oh, I don't want to see the fight. Don't do that. Don't do that. How many times, and I don't know, how many times did Eli Setback talk about how Teofimo ducked Devin? Why was he talking about, in this clip that I seen, why was he talking about what he don't understand why people are down on T.O. and I was just listening to this shit like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? I can have a relationship with you, but at the same time, especially in this industry, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna let you know about it. I'm gonna let you know about it. So that's the question I'm asking this morning. What's Teofimo Lopez worth in comparison to insert name? Insert name, because what Ellie was trying to say in that little clip was, he don't understand certain things. He don't understand basically why people are down on T.O. and why T.O. ain't in a certain place in boxing. And I'm telling you, it's his own doing. He beat Lomachenko. And we gave him credit for that. I was happy. You know why? For twofold. I don't like Loma because the red carpet's rolled out for that guy for obvious reasons. So I said, all right, took that hardware off of him, and now we're gonna get an undisputed showdown. One more belt to go. Devin has it. Well, Teofimo said no. He said, I'm already undisputed. Now, I don't know, because by then I stopped following Ellie. Was Ellie on the side of Teofimo? Was he doing that? Or was he saying, yo, no, they need to fight, they need to fight, they need to fight? Was he cool with what Teofimo did then? I don't know. Some of y'all follow him. Look, I don't tell y'all where to go. I don't know what his position was on that. By then, I stopped following him. And I'm cordial because we was in Brooklyn and me and Tay Jones and Blue Blood, Gary Russell, we was all, and Ellie was in a cypher and he did a video and Michelle Rivera was standing there. And he had asked a question and I'm in the video. He asked me a question. I answered it. I need to get all like ignorant and whatever. I answered it. We ain't friends. Because I know what he do. If I turned on my camera and went live like, yo, what is your thoughts on da-da-da-da? But that wasn't the place for that. You understand what I'm saying? It's called being professional. That wasn't the place for that. I said, you know, he's chilling, I'm chilling. I ain't want to talk to him like that. That was the second time I saw him. The first time I saw him, it was in Vegas. There's not the time and place for that. Now, if there was a situation where Tio's there and he's there, I'm grilling Tio and I'm grilling him. Even when Tio showed up at the Bud and Errol presser, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing here? And that was around the time he claimed he was retired. He claimed he was retired. I was like, fuck out of here. I don't talk to him for what? Don't talk to him. Scumbag. So I don't understand certain things. No, I do. But when you are biased out loud, that's when I have a problem with you. Now, again, back to the bigger channels. You have a responsibility, but what I noticed is that a majority of these guys, when they go in one direction, what they do is they're really good at looking at the landscape and they say, you know what? Eric Jordan, what up? Mr. Blapp, salute. They say, you know what? The direction that's going to generate me the most revenue, that's where I'm going to go. That's why I had a problem with Taco Head talking about a hair follicle test that's going to exonerate Ryan. And I'm like, that's not true. Did it exonerate Ryan? No. And I'm going to tell y'all something. He knew that. But whatever video he said that on, I bet you when you go to it, they got like over 100,000 views. That video is probably worth maybe about $10,000 to him. And I'm not exaggerating. So he went in that direction. Whereas Blue Blood said, no. It's never popular what Blue Blood might say. He gets a lot of hate for it. But when was he wrong? Same thing with Fred. And I talk about this PVC thing. You can hate him. That's cool. I can't tell you how to feel. I don't tell niggas where to go. I don't tell niggas how to feel. When the dust settles, tell me what happened. Did everybody go to Taco Hat? Y'all tell me because I don't know. Yo, you said Tate Jones in the building. Salute. You said that the hair follicle test was going to exonerate Ryan. What happened? Did he get any of those? Or it was like, oh, well, I was wrong. But moving on. You see what I mean about getting that feel good? You get the feel good, but then what happens? Talk to me about the outcome. Talk to me about the outcome. He has an unconditional, he said, I'm not releasing the I'm not releasing the Devin versus Tank sparring footage because of my loyalty to Tank. And I said, wait a minute. He just told you who won. Did y'all not hear that? He didn't say, due to the rules of the Floyd Mayweather gym, I can't release the footage. I know I have it, but due to the rules, he didn't say that. He said, due to my loyalty to Tank. That's what he said. I said, oh, Tank lost. And I said, wait a minute, we don't need to know. Bill said they bet $5,000. That was the number? It was $5,000? And he won. I said, okay, if he won the money, Devin won the sparring. So what are we talking about? So all of this other stuff, yo, y'all are bonkers. So when I talk about these bigger channels having a responsibility, why do you think I respect Blue so much? He gives you the news and he gives you his opinion. Sometimes there's been fighters. Didn't Errol have some information that he said messed up? And when Blue, I was there. I was standing right there. He accused Blue of jumping ship. And he was like, what are you talking about? Like, switch. He said, yo, didn't you switch up? He was like, nah. What? Same thing with Leonard Ellaby. No. The rest of these dudes be out here sick and duck. You read between the lines what I just said. They be out here sick and duck. How many times I sat back had a conversation with Bill to come to an understanding about what's going on. Bill, let me get your story. I want your son to do everything. Why can't everything get done? No, you know why? He has an unconditional hatred. And I don't want to go there, but you got to wonder, is it because the Haney's a Muslim? I don't know. Because when the brothers turned to Islam, you know, I'm looking at the timeline. I'm like, yo, Ellie, you know, that hate kind of got accelerated. I don't know. Nicholas Levy in that super chat salute. He said, salute, big bro. The kid touched the big 40 yesterday. Speak the boxing gospel, homie. Yo, salute to you, good brother. Happy Born Day. I know you ate mad turkey. That's great. Happy Born Day. Trip around the universe, man. Stay strong, stay healthy. Everybody hit the gym. Salute. Much love, bro. Salute to you, Nicholas. Always supporting. Salute. Eric Jordan, my brother, salute, man. He said Miguel a clown. Miguel and Clown of Goons ran a train on Clap and Tio. Miguel! Miguel! Miguel in full effect. That Miguel clip is fucking hilarious, man. So, the bigger channels have a responsibility, and I never paid attention to Taco Head. When he popped up on my algorithm, I said, "What is this dude doing?" And there's yo, when I see black people do certain things, like first impressions is everything. Which is why when you see someone do a video about me, they'll pause the video and my face will look like this. Because they want to make you think that I'm some sort of horrible person and I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm some sort of raging idiot. And they'll clip up things that I say. They do it all the time. They spend more time editing a video about me and rewording things that I said to make me look bad rather than the person, because people are lazy nowadays, rather than going and seeing for yourself. All of that for like 150 views on your on your fucking video. And if it's a highly watched video, if you're a super hater of mine, if it's highly watched, congratulations. That means I'm that important. And that's great. That's great. When that clown first popped up on my algorithm, I said, why is this nigga's eyes out his head? Why is this nigga eyes? What is he doing? That buck dancing shit, that shit is real. I'm like, okay, all right, maybe that's just his face. No, he does all of that. This is what he does. He's cool. He's cooning. DOG, what up? He's cooning. And I forgot what he was talking about. I said, all right, you know, let me just listen. I went to his page and I was listening to him talk about, of course, he's talking about Deontay. And I listened for about 10 minutes. I said, you know what? Not for me. I left. Not interested. And he caters to the opposite. And because he's a big channel, people will say, okay, he's a big channel. He got to know what he's talking about. No. He's what I call an articulate idiot. That's what he is. And I'm just listening to it like, yo, he's selling wolf tickets. He's concerned about his bottom line. Not interested. I was following Ellie Sec back for years. And then when I started to notice certain things, I said, you know, he can't be believing this shit. Oh, I know what he's doing. And if you was on the fence about it at first, his position on Ryan Garcia and his positive opinion about Teofimo Lopez and the video that I saw, you would think that you would think that Tio's in a position by way of the business not doing right by him. That's impossible because he's had nothing but opportunity. He was supposed to fight Devin. He fought Loma and won. But he was supposed to fight Devin after that. He didn't do it. Did you hold him accountable for that? He was supposed to fight Devin right now at 140. You know they're supposed to be lined up to fight each other right now, and he walked away. Teofimo walked away. And then I'm seeing this video, you like, there's no way. Talk down on Devin for what? And I still see these people running around talking about, oh, you know, suing someone. Black Undertaker salute. Suing someone. Stop acting like lawsuits ain't a part of boxing. But watch this. He sued him. He's gonna win. You know what I was thinking? I said, and I asked him this on BFTB's chat. Did you see me? Did you see me ask him? I said, you know what? All this lawsuits and shit. Is it possible that Ryan Garcia is broke and has no money? Maybe he's not enrolled in BADA because that shit is expensive. Maybe he's not enrolled in BADA because he can't afford it. What did Bill say? He said, we'll pay for it. What? Excuse me? Y'all pay for it? What's the excuse now? What's the excuse? I thought it was money. I said, well, he got to pay for lawyers and he's paying his baby mama or his ex-wife and he got expenses. Henry and his wife got real quiet. Maybe the money stopped rolling in. I don't know. I can't deny or confirm any of that. But I said, you know, VADA's expensive. Bill said, we'll pay for it. What's the excuse now? That boy don't want to fight Devin clean. And I got to hear Ellie Sekbeck talk about him in Teofimo in a positive manner. Talk about Ryan in a positive manner. You came in overweight and you cheated, and Devin still fucking fought you. Now he want to run it back, and don't you want to prove that you can do it? Drug free? What's your response? Oh, I'm not gonna do what Bill tell me to do. Okay. Reverse the roles. How would y'all view Devin? I'm talking to the haters. How would y'all view Devin if the roles were reversed? If Devin came in 3 pounds overweight, if Devin whooped Ryan's ass, and then you feel he whooped his ass, and then it finds out that Devin pops. Devin gets suspended, right? Devin gets suspended, and mind you, Devin's running around behaving the same way that Ryan's acting. You know, getting escorted out of hotels with the Magneto helmet on, racist outbursts online, talking about Jewish people or whatever, or Latin people or whatever. All of that, let's say that was Devin. All of that happening. Y'all be questioning his religion. I thought he was Muslim. Y'all niggas do it now. And then Team Ryan says, Henry Garcia says, you know what? We'll pay for your body testing. And then Devin says, you know what? Henry don't tell me what to do. Niggas will be live right now talking about Devin's a coward and a cheater and a punk. And y'all wouldn't have to worry about me over here. You know why? I wouldn't be supporting Devin in that endeavor. That is who I am. I'd be like, yo, I don't claim that kid. That would be me. That right there, I don't co-sign that. That's crazy. So I wouldn't even have to worry about me. Y'all wouldn't have to be in my comment section. In fact, I'd be holding him accountable. Why are you doing that? But that's just me. That's just me. You guys, something different, man. You guys are different. You guys are different. Give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure Yeah. So, what's Teofimo Lopez worth in comparison to who? Because he's doing a lot of complaining. We got J-Lo. Remember all of that? There he is. Sensei in the building.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'll explain later. It's always something, but you know, I'll explain after the show. But yeah, thanks for having me, man. I hear you doing this good cook on another one of these lost children of boxing out here. And no lies detected, bro. No lies detected. You putting it out there. And it's a shame that you have content creators who kind of enable this.
Yeah.
From those who have video footage to those who invite the likes of these miscreants on their platforms and don't hold them accountable for anything, which is one of the major reasons why we can't press forward in the sport. And it's disheartening and at the same time disrespectful to those who come out and bring the best of what they can and offer to the sport. Case in point, tomorrow there will be a card headlined by Sonny Edwards and Galal Yafai. These two young men are fighting out of the UK, and they're fighting for the WBC interim flyweight title, to which I had a video breakdown of that this morning, and very few views. But let me show you and mirror the ignorance of people. These two men have a history. Galal Yafai is a gold medalist from the Olympics, and he's older by 2 years than Sonny Edwards. But Sonny Edwards has the professional decree in his 2 fights ago, he fought Bam Rodriguez in a hell of a fight earlier this year, but he just didn't have the type of power to gain Rodriguez's respect. But he definitely had the heart to show that he could compete at that level, and he came over here for the fight. And then his follow-up fight, which he won, he came over here for that fight. Now he's fighting his countrymen, but get this, they have a decade-long history of knowing one another, being friends and acquaintances,
That's the point.
Sparred hundreds of rounds together. Now they're about to break bread. Did you hear what I just said?
Shots fired. Shots fired. You heard? Are y'all paying attention? A decade-long history, decent pedigree between them. They're friends, and they're about to break bread. Shots fired.
See, and that's all that you could ask of professionals in this sport. It's not about marination. It's not about being A or B side. It's about being the better side of boxing. And when you do that, the respect comes straight away, headily, because people can recognize. What's the saying? Real recognizes real.
Real recognizes real.
This is what it is. So stop being disenchanted by all of these disenfranchised morons out here in the sport, trying to run game on you, telling you boxing is a business. You don't know how it's done. You guys don't have no idea about boxing. Listen, I can tell the difference between bologna and steak.
Yep.
So I'm halfway ahead of the game. You understand? But a lot of these numbskulls out here aren't, because they love the bologna.
That manufactured, prepackaged meat. They don't deserve steak. And it's to the point where you got guys like Teofimo that's not giving you their best. You got guys like Tank Davis that's not giving you best. See, all of it. This is a culture now. And then you got Keyshawn Davis and Shakur and all these guys in that same camp talk about we cool, we ain't gonna fight. What do you mean? And then the turnaround is people come online and say, well, boxing's dead. And y'all not paying attention to what Sonny Edwards and your father's about to do tomorrow? Boxing is not dead. Y'all not paying attention. You know why? Y'all are not us. Y'all are not us. And that's why I said boxing needs to die on American soil. It needs to die. It needs to die. You know why? Because when me and Stormy and everybody else who cares about boxing, when we start talking about boxing, y'all clowns ain't gonna be around. I love it. And I want y'all to F away from me. I want y'all nice and confused when I go live and start talking about two fighters you've never heard of, and there's a bunch of British people and Saudis in my damn chat that names you can't even pronounce. Because I'm be here talking boxing.
That's why I respect brothers like JDM who come to my channel when I'm live, but also is checking my videos when I put them up. And he's from the UK.
Right.
And he's just a supporter because you know what I'm doing? I'm talking boxing.
Talking boxing. All this other foolishness stuff, you know, I mean, some of you, not y'all in the chat, y'all family, but some people are just sick because you have an unconditional man crush on a fighter, and I get on here, and your fighter does something so stupid that when I hold him accountable, he looks like a clown. He literally looks like a clown. You get mad at me? Well, cool. Soon, first of all, that guy don't know you. He don't like you. He don't respect you. He wants your money, though. Give him your bread. Give him your bread. But I'll be talking about boxing. And unfortunately for you motherfuckers, Saudi, Queensberry, Matchroom, Top Rank is not working with the Saudis. That's boxing. I hope ESPN has severed ties with Top Rank, because y'all don't even deserve to watch it. You know what? Y'all are so stupid. The only time you watch boxing, y'all should be paying $80 to $100 for it. That's it. Pay your money. DAZN has rebounded. Eddie has failed forward. He fucked up the first time. He's failed forward. Frank Warren sat back and watched the landscape. He says, okay, I know which direction to go. And even Eddie Hearn is playing ball. Meanwhile, the PBC gave Canelo $300 million, right? We thought he gave Tank about that. We don't know. And Tank is giving you Lamont Roach, and now y'all going to Brooklyn. More on that Monday. I mean, if y'all into that freak show, I ain't trying to change y'all. I'm just pointing out the nonsense. Say, this is what y'all like? This is what you like? Okay. Okay. You like that WWE stuff? That's cool. But American fight fans are equivalent to, when I say fight fans, I mean boxing fans. American boxing fans, it's like American boxing fans are the WWE fans, and the rest of the fans abroad around the world are into the UFC. Minimum storyline, but real fighting with the organic outcome. That's what we're into. You can have a favorite, but your favorite could get knocked out. You notice your favorite MMA guy might have like 5 losses. Might. Y'all love, some of y'all love Conor McGregor. Look how many losses he has. But they love him. He brings them out. Because when he fights, this is going to be an organic outcome. Either he's going to win or he's going to lose. That's it. And that's all we ask for. Regardless of how you feel about a guy, get in the ring and fight your contemporary. And this is the problem I have. This is the problem. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not like blindly shitting on a content creator for no reason because they don't like a fighter that I support. I'm checking these big content creators why they're supporting this person and why their support within their support they're leaving out key components. There's key components as to why Teofimo's not where he's supposed to be or where he would be. There's key components as to why Ryan Garcia isn't where he's supposed to be or where he should be as a competitor. He's a drug cheat. He's never held a title. Why is he popular? Because of girls, homosexual men, and his looks, I guess. He could fight, but he's not famous for what he's supposed to be, which is a boxer. I can say the same thing about Tank Davis. It's not bad, but it's far from great. And it could be better. It could have been better 4 years ago. He was supposed to beat, at least fight Lomachenko 5 years ago. He's supposed to at least fight Shakur now. Fight Barichek. Fight Devin Haney. He hasn't even done it. And I'm looking at the fans and y'all don't care? Wait a minute. Okay, but then when you look at the fan base and you see those big channels like Boxing Ego talking about what cornrows do you like, I'm like, oh my God. I don't remember any time in the 80s reading anything or listening to grown men talk about, do you like Tommy Hearns with the short Caesar or the Jerry curls? I don't recall those conversations. Because back then I was a child, but it would be weird. Like, why y'all talking about this man's hair? Do you like fat James Toney or light heavyweight James Toney? I like his body a certain way. What? These are the conversations that's being had in America.
Or the beast of a James Toney who was at 168.
That James Toney. You guys are talking about cars, money, girls, how the fighter looks, tattoos. It's crazy out here. And y'all are ignoring what Ryan has said and done. Y'all ignoring that. Y'all ignoring the fact that Tio is exactly where he is because of every decision he made. And then when he got in the ring with George Kambosos, ain't no one tell him not to take Kambosos serious. He fucked up. And then look, subpar against Sandro Martin. The whole time Devin was there. Nothing. Teofimo could have came through and ran and tried to run 135. He had the talent. At least I can say Teofimo had the talent. I didn't know that about Ryan Garcia. I can't say that now because he's a cheater. And I don't want to see him ever again because he's a racist. I don't even want to see Tio anymore because he's a racist. And the fact that he gets to play in y'all face, it's astonishing. But that's what you niggas are about. So I asked the question this morning, Teofimo Lopez what's his worth in comparison to who? He thinks he's his rock star. I said there's a reason why Tank Davis ain't responding to Teofimo. Because I think Teofimo has some tools that'll give Tank Davis some trouble. In fact, he could beat Tank. But wait a minute, am I giving Tank Davis? Am I giving? He could beat Tank. Why ain't the Tank fans forcing the issue? Tank, say something to Teofimo. Nothing. Is Tank scared of him? I don't know. Could they fight? Yes. Why hasn't Tank responded to him? That's a good fight. I think if Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis was for the 14th, they might have been able to book the Toyota Center in Houston. That's a better fight. That's a way better fight. But never mind how I feel about those two assholes. If they fought, I'd watch it. I'd watch it. I can't even get that. Why is Tank so quiet? That's another conversation. Why is this kid racist? We all know. We all know. But Tank, who has Tank's resume is not as good as Teofimo Lopez at 135. It's not. It's not. But Tank's worth is more than Teofimo Lopez. That's how y'all made boxing. I come from an era where the guy on the guy at the top of the totem pole was the guy. But you guys like how motherfuckers look nowadays. Y'all like light-skinned slant eyes niggas. Y'all are gay.
Like in the UK, Anthony Joshua's resume is not as good as Daniel Dubois.
It's not. And Daniel just slept him. But right now, AJ can say I'm coming back and he'll sell out Wembley. I mean, there's guys literally, y'all are in love with a guy's physical appearance. And what the promoters have done is they've grabbed that marketing and they've catered to that. And this is your fault. Grown men liking a look of a fighter, of an athlete, grown men. There's not enough women that support boxing in abundance that are making those, that are responsible for those damn sales for AJ. That's y'all dudes. Y'all weirdos. Ryan Garcia's fan base is little girls and a bunch of weirdos. Weirdos. That's code for the broken wrist. I'm telling you. And now racist. Now racist. So Ryan Garcia, as dysfunctional as he is, his worth is greater than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, he hasn't even like done all of the work, but he thinks he's this rock star that he could say everything. But then you look at guys like Ellie Suckback that chronically blow him. Like the sensei said, they enable that shit. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and let me add to that. Tio talks a lot and everything, and there have always been fighters like that. Guys that you could love to hate. But the difference between those men of yore and what he's doing is he won't get in the ring.
Right.
And he won't fight the contemporaries in matches that matter. See, that's the difference. Don't sell me on the wolf tickets or just sitting back talking about huffing and puffing and blowing, which monkey wants the banana first and this and that. See, when you make a remark like that, now you got to get in there and face one of the monkeys. You understand?
That's right.
Since that's what you're calling them. I'm not calling them that. That's what he called them. And see, when you make those kind of statements, you have to step up to the plate of competitiveness and now put your rear end on the line, because this is what you've done. This is what you've sown. So let's see what the reapings will be. You see what I'm saying? And as long as you do that, you're going to have a scale of those who will roll with you and support you, and those who don't, but they'll tune in because they want to see you get your butt whooped. And it's okay, because that's what it's always been. Let's not be unrealistic about this. But when someone can start these little bonfires and say these things that could get the sentiment of the public hot under the collar, then you have to get in the ring and turn it around and do something. And like you mentioned, Sandor Martinez and George Kambosos, rematch these guys. Why? Because the first fights were good and competitive and everything, entertaining. And somebody has to show superiority.
Yeah.
There has to be a separation of the talent in order for the money to come. Isn't that one of the other things that he complains about? That he has never touched a mill? Well, this is how you get toward a mill, bruh. You understand? And I'm not saying this as endorsement. I'm saying it because this is what it's always freaking been. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel and make it something that it is not.
See, he's trying to be a crash test dummy. That's how you know he's not in his right frame of mind. He's calling out Bud, who will absolutely end his damn career. Forget getting beat up. A loss to Bud does what to him? I finally touched the mill. Freaky deaky. For those of you that are my age, y'all know what I'm saying right now. Shout out to Richard Pryor. Freaky deaky. I touched the mill. Freaky deaky. Yeah, but now your career over. Bud done went upside your head and whooped your ass. Where's your marketability? You fight Bud at 154, get your ass whooped. Where you gonna go? You gonna stay at 154? You gonna go back to you gonna go to 147? What you gonna do? Fight Boots? What are you gonna do? Go back to 140? Devin is still there, stupid. Then you'll be a complete mark. Your career over, but you touched the mill, freaky deaky. You touched the mill. Is it worth that? He could have been a major player had he have done what he was supposed to do. But then when you got guys, these big channels that don't hold these clowns accountable, they grab that fan base. They grab that fan base, and that little fan base is enough to maintain that dysfunction and maintaining that principle. You standing on principle, that what little principle, if you call that stand on principle, fine. But you standing on that crap, you standing on it, is the worst thing in the world for your favorite fighter. If Teofimo Lopez does not turn around his behavior and actually take a fight against a contemporary, he will be one of those fighters that never was. Could have been, but never was. And it's all by his choice. The business, and that's the funny part, the business ain't freeze him out. These are all decisions he made. The business ain't do shit to him. You had the WBO and the WBC on your side, fella. All these decisions, you are at where you are right now because of every decision you made. No one did this to you. So for you to be blaming black people and ESPN or whatever, they shot you. They said, okay, you want to blame us? Do it yourself. And what is doing it yourself is doing? Going at Bud, talking about monkeys want bananas. And there's a portion of me that's saying, you know what? I'm curious what happened between him and Tank in the ring. But the black side of me saying, you know what? Fuck that, Tank. Don't give him a payday. Because he really don't deserve it out of principle. But that's just me. You're on mute.
Sorry about that. Let me say salute to my brother Eric Jordan out there who hit me in the Cash App. But his message, he says, for spitting nothing but them facts, Sensei. Thank you, Eric Jordan.
Salute,
You
Eric.
see, because you know, again, like I said, the one consistency about me is this. I can draw what's happening present and make a comparison to what's happened past and understand that how people finagle things and try to make it appropriate. It's just
Right.
like a man with a beard, and muscles like he's Terry Crews, but he put on a dress and tell you he's going into the ladies' room. When you look at him and your daughter is in that ladies' room, you're not letting that man get past you to go in that ladies' room while your daughter is in the ladies'
Right.
room.
Damn right.
You're not. You're gonna look at him and say, hold up, bub. You can hit the weights and wait until she comes out, and then he can go in. And I did say he is no mix-up.
There's no mix-up. No.
So
Stop
when
playing.
you're looking at these guys out here, and you got too many of these content creators that are out here for views, and they want you to support them and everything. But listen, people are gonna support who they want to support and everything. But the one thing I ain't gonna do is bend over to gain traffic, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'd rather be on the road least traveled. You
That's right.
understand? You can drive at a moderate speed. You can take in the scenery. You can be clear-minded. You don't have to be frustrated, huh?
That's right.
But when you're in that LA traffic and it's bumper to bumper and you're in there for hours and you're sweating and you get like Michael Douglas was in Falling Down. That's above some of you guys' head anyway. But that's good because the message ain't for everybody. It's just
Damn
for
right.
somebody. Yeah.
Damn
But
right.
that makes the difference.
Sugar-free Mars in the building. Salute, Queen. Salute. Jeff Spark, my brother. Salute. Hen Dog. Salute. Salute. Mansa Musa. What's good? Yeah. It's fool's gold when you look at these, and it's so unfortunate. When I got my feet wet on social media, I did go to the bigger channels, and you know, I wasn't even doing content, but I was just listening. I was just happy to find a place where I thought people were talking boxing. And it was that for a little while, but then when YouTube got bigger and they got advertisers, and then they threw like the AdSense program on it, I said, okay. And that's when I slowly started to see the integrity vanish. It just vanished. And I'm like, yo, I used to follow this guy. What's he talking about now?
And hold up, some of us have become victimized as a result of that. Some of us quality creators, for these people who've come out here with a lot of sensationalism and everything, lack of integrity and so forth, it's just knocked us off the block. It's knocked us off the block to the degree that they create false demonetization claims against you and everything.
Crazy.
And this stuff is steady taking off in a different direction. And understand that it's like this. It wasn't meant for everybody.
It
But
wasn't.
when people are blowing it up, now they gotta pay. Then they come up with a way of finding people to not pay. You understand? And it's like, even though the peanuts that I may make, you may make, they'll mess with our funds, our subs, and everything. BFTV just told us a couple of days ago that they unsubscribed him from my channel.
Yeah.
He was writing in, he was trying to get on there, and he was unsubscribing. I made a joke on the air. I'm like, hey, you're supposed to be subscribed. But yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's a brother from our community.
That's right.
How is a brother from my community that I support wholly and they support me back? How is that person being unsubscribed? Think about that for a moment.
Bro, you know how many times on more than one occasion somebody has hit me in the DM, Drew, did I do something wrong? I'm like, what? They say, yeah, I'm unsubscribed. My wrench is going. I'm like, when? I didn't do anything. You was a wrench. I have to go in there and find them and do the email thing. I didn't do it. A wrench didn't do it. They did it to Cortez Bowles. And I had to do a short and put it on YouTube to let these motherfuckers know. I know what you guys are doing. I gain 3 subs and lose 3 subs. That happens every day. Gain 5, lose 2. Gain 6, lose 4. I see it every day. Every day.
For over 2 months, I've needed 20 subs to break another benchmark, right? They've slowed it down. 2 months. Only 1 or 2 people have subscribed to me in 2 months. Get the fuck out of here.
You mean to tell me 78 has been on YouTube for over a decade? I mean, he was one of the first channels I followed. His old channel. He's not at 100,000 subs by now? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You can't tell me that they don't do this on purpose, but they award, like, bro, I don't want to take the show in that direction, but I'm letting Google know and I'm letting YouTube know we see you. We've documented everything and you're already prepared, but we're prepared. We're prepared. Tay was shadow banned from Blue Blood's channel for like 2 years. 2 years. He couldn't even find her. He never blocked her. So when we tell you that these people out here doing that, and this is all relevant to what we're saying. When we say, why these big channels who weren't so big when I started following them, and you're like, why the switch now? You see why. Their subs has jumped up. Whereas everyone else has slowed down and remained stagnant. And we're pointing this out for a reason. I'm talking about one motherfucker in particular. You can't tell me you were so pro Deontay Wilder and you were so pro black. Oh, the black channels used to make that joke all the time. The black channels. And now you're looking at this thing with Devin Haney and he's the villain.
Please put
come on, man.
Aboriginal's last comment up there. Put it up on the screen, please.
Who?
Copper Aborigines.
Oh.
Now, I want to say something about that. Copper says, y'all can forget getting subs. Y'all telling the truth. Listen, let me tell you something about community. What's the root word in community?
Unity.
Thank you. So therefore, Copper, chat, subs, watchers, listeners, you have a responsibility. You see, when we ask you to hit the like button and you was too busy not hitting the like button because you was eating that pork sandwich or whatever, and you had too much grease on your fingertips and you say, well, I'll hit it later, and you forget and things of that nature, or you too busy waiting for something funny to be said and you just sitting back and you waiting in the cut, or you waiting on somebody to say something about a fighter you dislike or like, and then you want to jump in with both feet and everything. All of that is fine. But when you hit the like button or the dislike button, you're tweaking the algorithms for the content that you are currently observing, for it to go up into the analytics where people, when they open up YouTube, there you are.
Yep.
When you're watching boxing, Drew Titan is right there. When you open up, because it's right there. That's your responsibility. Yep. But also, if you like it, share it. Some of y'all got burner accounts and everything. Share it.
Yo, there's a reason. And Copper, he's a long supporter. I know he hit the like button. You know,
yeah.
But
I'm not coming at him, but I'm explaining because of his comment. I'm saying, but this is how you get around that. You see, because when I'm saying what I'm saying, and please understand, family, that I'm not coming at nobody. What I'm saying is, in order, because they're gonna do what they're gonna do, right? But to combat that, we have to do what we need to do. It's just like when you were trying to get people to get out and vote, and now people are upset that the vote went a certain kind of way or whatever. But how many people really exercise the opportunity to do their due diligence when it comes down to that? And how many people know that there was more than just the two candidates that was always being talked about on TV and radio or whatever, online? There is something called third party. You understand? Yep. And there are also write-in candidates. You understand? So if you are exercising the right that you truly have, it wouldn't go down like it does. So here, when we say what we're saying, and we're very consistent with that, we require that you do your due diligence, do your part. And for those of you who do it, we're not. If it don't apply to you, don't take on something else that's meant for someone else. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all are willing to just jump in front of somebody else and take the bullet that's meant for them?
If it don't apply, let it fly.
Treat this information the same way. Stop stepping in front of things. Oh, he hurt my feelings. Oh, I'm going over here with the enemy now. I go a part of the community.
I go through that every day on Instagram. Like they'll put up one of these like panels, you know, the men and the women or whatever. I'll go in there and I'll make a comment. The next day I'll have some lady in there. No, you're wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm wrong. But you see the video and I'm talking about the situation. Why are you talking to me? This woman done accused her man of X, Y, and Z, took the car, ran him over, come to find out he wasn't cheating. He was planning her birthday party. And the woman he was talking to was his sister that she never met. And now he paralyzed in a fucking wheelchair. And I said, well, Shorty should have did her due diligence to find out what the hell was going on. Now she going to jail and fuck your birthday party and fuck your engagement party. And now your ex can't walk. You ran him over with the car. And I said, well, she jumped the gun and jumped behind the wheel and ran his ass over. I said, ladies like this need to do better. That's exactly what I said. All of a sudden, some chick is coming for me like, oh, well, not all women. Wait a minute. If you don't fit this criteria, why the fuck are you talking to me? I said, ladies like this. Did that mean you? The sisterhood is strong in this one. See, there's a lot of lab rats, but I'm saying it's like that there, and it's like that with these hoe-ass dudes on here. Oh, well, what are you gonna say? Well, nigga, if I ain't talking about you, if you do hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn. You say one bad thing, and now all of a sudden they run into the ops. So go ahead, man, bye.
But see,
I need quality, not quantity. I need quality.
Exactly. That's a part of that whole thing when we say not holding people accountable and everything. You know, for someone who does great work, and salute to the sister Sugar Free Mars. I see her out there. Man, the content that she does, I hope her channel blows up. Because not only does she articulate information from a position and vantage point of high intelligence and everything, but deep thought and study and the fact that she has researched, and before she even begins to speak, she knows what she's talking about. I'd rather sit up and listen to 3 or 4 of her videos than to listen to one live stream with some of these other guys out here inviting some of these miscreants onto their platforms to spew foolishness, and they're endorsing it, even though you are of the ilk of which they speak disrespectful of. I mean, I hope car fires for all of them. Damn because they are not anything that progresses us forward in society, none whatsoever. And some of these so-called entertainers and everything, and even former fighters who have recognized that there's money to be made here, they have jumped in and thrown their hats into this arena and trying to do what we do, but they can't do what we do because they still have their hands and feet tied to being in the entertainment business. So there's things that they can't say. You understand? And there are things that they will continue to promote. All you got to do is look at this whole narrative about lawsuits now, and who seems to be leading the charge and saying how bad it is for one party who might be having a lawsuit, but not even mentioning another party. Huh?
Thank you.
Did you recently hear that De La Hoya has got something getting ready going against Ryan and this and that? And did they call De La Hoya soft? Did they challenge his
De
integrity?
La Hoya, the Golden Boy already got 1.5 million. Do y'all even know that? De La Hoya, Bill didn't get that money. De La Hoya got that money.
But no, this is a new lawsuit that Oscar got.
Oh yeah, the new one. But watch this, Stormy. Watch this. Guys, and I see the brother Paper Brown says, Sean Porter, Tim Bradley, and all you niggas talking about lawsuit is a sucker's way out. Bill just said, I'll pay for the body testing. But that doesn't exonerate Ryan from what he did, and not for nothing. Even if you feel it was a sucker's way, and it's not a way out, he still wants to fight. Even if you feel it's a sucker's way, your black card should be like, you know what, I'm gonna keep quiet about this because Ryan done went off on George Floyd and everything. You're not talking about none of that.
And Sean said right there when Larry Merchant said what he was saying. Never forget that. Never forget that. He was sitting there grinning, showing all of that overbite.
Sean Porter sat right there on that fucking couch, and when this motherfucker said, Larry Merchant said, bye-bye, Miss American Pie, if this the last we seen, and no offense, because he knew it was going to be offensive, the last of the great black hope. Sean Porter was sitting right there like, and I said, what the? I came home to that. I almost threw my Timberland at the fucking screen. I was like, yo, he's not, get up and walk off the set, do something. He sat there. And I said, you know what, man? These niggas today are different. They're different. They're not, no, these are niggas today. I'm a black man. These niggas today, Ryan Garcia, I don't care if you feel the lawsuit is wrong. You shouldn't be speaking up, Ryan, in any endeavor. Like, yo, you know what? It's wrong, but I hope Bill get every dime because of that shit he said about black people. No, y'all talking like everything is fair. Fucking, yo, Tim, I was so glad when you got the nod over Manny Pacquiao. But what wasn't cool was all the death threats you received and everything else. And the apology. You somersaulting in the ring? You putting your arm around Manny? Yeah, we're friends. No, you should be like, yo, Manny, you a God-fearing man. You can't get on your social media and tell your fans to chill because he didn't do it. And that was my problem with Manny Pacquiao the whole time. I said, yo, he's this Christian man. He knows what's going on online. This Christian man can't make an announcement. Yeah, you know, that's not what Christians do. Don't attack people for their ethnicity, especially Filipinos, Asian, Latin, whatever they are. You see what I mean? Their blood is diluted just like black people are. So we got some shit in common. But no, he never said anything. He never said anything. So I said silence is co-signing. And Tim Bradley wanted to put his arm around this guy. Oh no, we friends. No, fuck that, Tim. Manny, you fucked up by not telling them to chill. They're attacking my wife, my kids. I'm getting death threats. And now you got Ryan Garcia saying all this shit. And you want to talk about a lawsuit. Sean Porter want to talk about a lawsuit. You got professionals talking about a lawsuit. I could care less about some goddamn YouTuber because all you did was show me who you really are. You're chasing a bag and you're racist. And if you're black, you hate yourself. Buckeye talking about, oh, the hair follicle test and whatever. Oh, and y'all with Deontay Wilder and egg weights. And nigga, it was egg weight. We know what it was. When you're concerned about your bottom line, so much to the point where it gets you off cold, fuck you. Dead ass. There's no coming back from that. I told y'all before, Boxing Ego was one of the dudes I followed out the gate. I said, yeah, I fucks with him. Hold on a second, Stormy, hold me down.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, look at me. I got my close-up, y'all. Good thing that I don't require a lot of makeup. Yeah. But listen. What we're saying is, in order to get the proper proper advancement, it requires all of us working together. It requires all of us working together. We need to support one another, you know, share the content, and understand that you know, when we do that, we get notifications. If you share my video or my live stream, I get a notification that says so and so shared your, and then you know, for the month, there's a page. If you have your YouTube account, you can go and look it up and see who has mentioned you. You know, and I know there's plenty of people that mention me. Tay mentions me all the time and everything. So it's like I see in the analytics page who's supporting like that. And we're not asking to shake anybody down. We're just saying, do your part, because the movement is going to go whether you're a part of it or not. But rather than be a part and be proactive. That's all we're asking. Go ahead, bro.
All right, we're gonna step out the way because the general's on. I want to head over there because they're talking about the lawsuit. And I saw BFTV's video put up talking about a lawsuit. And for those of you that still moonlight and go over, again, I don't tell y'all where to go, but just do your due diligence. I was saying something about Boxing Ego. I used to really respect that guy, but for him to be so pro-black in support of Deontay, whom Tyson Fury was never proven to be guilty of what we knew was going on, right? And then for him to do a 180 in his behavior and be coming at Devin the way he did, and then when Ryan crashed out completely, talking about what, you know, George Floyd and everything, it was what's his name who got on Twitter? What's his name, Stormy? Used to box for Floyd, bald head. Focus Ball wanted to fight him, as a matter of fact. Y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all. What's his name? Light skin, bald head with the beard. Fudge, what's his name?
Who used to fight?
Ishe Smith. Thank you, Rod. Ishe Smith.
Oh, okay, that guy.
It was Ishe Smith that got on Twitter and said, no, stay where you are, because you were supporting Ryan the whole time. And he told Boxing Ego that, and he told Fanon that. He said, no, stay where you are. Ishe's on code. Ishe's on code with that shit. He said, no, stay. I saw all your videos. No, stay your ass over there. Stay over there. There's no coming back from that. And for Boxing Ego, and that upset me because I supported that guy. I used to send super chats and everything. Supported that guy. And I was wondering what the fuck was him, what is his problem with Devin? I heard some shit behind the scenes, but that's not for me to broadcast.
And you know what, Drew? It's like me too. I supported the guy. I sent super chats that he never acknowledged and everything.
Man.
And I know that he would sit up and watch your show on Sunday nights, right? Because a couple times he tried to lift some of your material due to who you had.
He did. I was in his chat. Just to interject for a second.
And I was on with you. So I know he knows who I am, but I sent super chats. He never acknowledged me. Never, you know, I leave a message or a comment, would skip over it. Nothing. I mean, real effeminate type behavior, bro. And see, that's what I'm talking about. when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Right.
I can't tell you the last time I saw anything regarding him, and I hope to never see it again. You know,
Bro,
I hate that I was a part of even taking that in, because, you know, I feel dirty and need a new shower this morning. Even though I took a shower already, I'm talking about it, and I feel like I need to go back in under the water with some soap.
Disgusting. When we had Malik Scott on our live, he was using our conversation on his show. And when I was in the comment section, he says, yo, I'm gonna give you credit for that. I said, yo, use what you need. I remember telling him that. Use what you need, brother, because we're all in the same thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Use what you need, because this is deeper than boxing what Deontay is going through. My point of bringing that up is, how do you go from hard body to rowdy with Deontay? Devin's going through a similar situation in regards to the realm of boxing, and you ride with Ryan Garcia, dude? And when he finally crashed his whole vehicle, it was Ego and Fanon that Ishe Smith put on blast. And I know BX22 is watching me right now, so you can clip this and send it to Fanon, and you can send it to Ego, and they're not going to care. Especially since I'm not lying. I don't need to lie. I'm talking about what happened. And I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Please do it. Documentation beats conversations. I would say I'm going to get you, but I already got you. You just ain't seen shit yet, but it's going to get you. You're going to get got. Well, you already got, so no worry about it. But my point is, these guys have sacrificed their integrity for bread. They have. They've sacrificed their integrity for bread. I've seen it. There's a brother that Mr. Shelton sent me a video, and I don't know who this brother is. His editing skills is insane. He had a conversation. I'll talk to you behind the scenes, Stormy. I'm gonna send it to you, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
But I said, oh shit. And I don't know who this brother is, but I watched the whole video. I said, oh shit. You guys really need to watch who you follow out here. And everything we're talking about now is it's in reference to Teofimo Lopez. He's given room to breathe as long as those big channels and shit like that support that kind of behavior. The reality is Teofimo should be so far off the radar that he's forced to do what he's supposed to do, and that's fight his contemporaries. Although his resume is a little better than Tank's at 135 and at 140, it's no wonder he hasn't touched the mill. But he's mad that black fighters are touching mills and he hasn't, because he hasn't done the work. And some people just have to work different. Don't get mad, get busy. Get busy. That's all you got to do. And that's all we ask for. I don't know how the fuck I'm a bad guy for wanting all of these crazy not even crazy. When I say crazy, I mean good. These crazy good matchups at 135 and 140. And then I have these rabid fan bases foaming at the mouth talking about, no, he don't need to do that. Why not? They're in the same weight class. They're both like either at their prime or right before their prime. Fight now. They don't need that. They need to let this marinate. Right. We need to let Wilder and AJ marinate. Now look, to me, the fight's fucking worthless now. Now, you know, I'm not gonna say worthless. I mean, it would have been worth more 5 years ago. Fair enough? It would have been worth more. Now, if they do meet up, it's gonna be like, oh, two fighters who suffered losses and they're past their prime. Now that's the conversation. That's because of y'all. Y'all enabled that bullshit. And I would say I hope you're happy. I don't care what y'all hope. Because when all of this, when the dust settles, and Tank goes away, and Shakur goes away, and Devin's always going to be working, me and Stormy are going to be talking about boxing. There's a good boxing match on tomorrow. We're going to be talking about that. And I would rather have 5 people in here talking about that fight than 500 people in here talking about box braids and tattoos. You monkeys. The General Zone, we're going to head over there. T.O., you're a clown. Clowns follow you. Those big channels that throw the mic in your face, they're clowns. I don't give a shit about anything you gotta say. I care about what you do in the ring. And the unique thing about all these kids is that there's still time to turn it around. Give me something positive to talk about. Fight your contemporaries and stop running your mouth and blaming everything like race. Black people can't hold you down, motherfucker. We're not in charge of shit. Stupid. You had the WBC and the WBO in your pocket and you lost to Cambosis. Asshole. Stormy, let them know how they can find you.
Everybody can find me right here on YouTube, man. I put the link for the channel in the chat already. You know what I mean? So, you know, Stormy B Man, that's Stormy B Man in all caps, but no cap. Yeah.
General's on, man. Let's head over there. You already know what it is. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.